anthropologists and there's anthropology, and then there are a whole lot of others who, though they're not trained, are behaving like anthropologists and are doing something that is very similar to anthropology.
I think the problem has been in the past that there's been a tendency to try and define the anthropological film by virtue of some feature of the text, that it's reflexive, or whole bodies, whole acts, whole persons, whatever these things may be. All these are maybe desirable features, but I think one has to approach it obliquely, and that it's more the kind of practice and the degree to which that practice conforms to a particular kind of anthropology.
People do their whole careers on figuring out how to make strong films, and people do their whole careers figuring out how to make really good monographs and ethnographies, and it's pretty damn challenging when you put the two together.
We wanted to disabuse anthropologists of the idea that the camera was objective.
An ethnography is an abstraction. You can't take a picture of an abstraction. A relationship is an abstraction. You can't take a picture of that. A kinship system is an abstraction. You take a picture of a chart, but what you're really taking pictures of is persons. I mean, once you start basing your filming on persons, which I think is what all you can do anyway. I mean, that's what you're doing whether you know it or not. You're not taking a picture of a junta, you're taking a picture of a person. It wasn't very long before people weren't subjects to me, they were friends.
There was a sort of crucial shift when we began working in Australia and discovering that the kinds of documentary language that were appropriate for filming in East Africa simply didn't work at all in a society with a very different cultural style.
Who would have thought at the time this stuff was being made that the fact that none of these films have ever had releases from the people that in them could become a legal problem, because the grandchildren of the people who were in the film are saying, you can't use that stuff, you didn't ask us.
As soon as sync sound came along, it kind of made everything deal with the tyranny of real time.
We had the egalitarian notion that the cheaper things were, the smaller and lighter and more portable things were, the more people would be able to make films. And you would also, and this is very important, have access to a different kind of reality than you had access to with large profile equipment.
I've been given to believe that you should start a sequence with a long shot, and then you move to a medium in order to let the audience adjust as to where they were, and then you move to a medium shot, and then later you take close-ups to reveal detail. And Flaherty told me the reverse. He said the point is that you're trying to create in your audience visual tension, a need to know more, to pay attention.
If you make a movie about a group of people, it can reach, I think has the potential to reach a wider audience than a book. And what good is anthropology if we don't communicate it widely?
Take my picture, baby. And you're gonna put it in a frame.